without being too cliche, I got my entire life back. I'm in the gym doing exactly what I want to do. I can stand up, I can sit up, I can roll over in bed, I can go hiking, I can go skiing. I could go on forever. I've gotten my life back. So just a lot of people out there think there's no options left, and I was one of those people. And there is hope out there. As crazy as it might sound, if you've experienced a majority or even just the recent part of your life in pain, there are ways around it, and there are ways that build upon each other and keep you safe and keep you making progress in the right direction, instead of quick fixes or instead of anything medication related, because I haven't touched a single painkiller since I started coming in here. Well, I'm Patrick Beer. I'm 28 years young, and I live here in Denver. My hips were splayed about 4 inches that way, at least. And I walked with a gimp and a cane. And that was humbling as a 27-year-old at the time, for sure. People give you a couple extra looks when you're trying to watch the football game at the bar even. And even that level of pain was so terrible that I'd have to leave at halftime because I couldn't find any sort of seated position to even make it stop, even make it like subside the littlest bit. Every single time they would give me intravenous Dilaudid, and I would end up throwing up on the hospital room floor, which would just make the pain even worse. And then the drug prescriptions they would give me were frankly dangerous and addictive. So, and honestly, it didn't really even help when the pain had reached the threshold of muscle spasm, unrelenting muscle spasm. So, yeah, to say I felt helpless at that point is an understatement. Pretty much everything besides surgery, chiropractor, cryotherapy, training, nothing. Painkillers, kratom, everything but surgery, literally exhausted every single one of my options. And I thought PT was already exhausted because I'd already tried it, So you can be temporarily fixed, you can be temporarily realigned, but if you're not correcting the underlying issues, you're not actually helping yourself. It's just, a little bit of relief as opposed to a lifetime of relief. I guess like being in PT is like any other profession. There's good and there's bad, and once you find someone who actually works for you, it's a completely different ballgame. It's not even the same. It's not even the same profession at that point compared to some of the printout stretches and icing routines that I've been given in the past. It's almost like a murder mystery here, where you're solving a case, because not everybody's injuries, even if it's the same technical injury, are the same. Everybody's body reacts differently. Everybody might have a different PT path that helps them out. Looking at each injury through a unique lens, despite them even being technically the exact same injuries for different people, that's special, because everyone needs personalized treatment. My injury can affect my body differently than somebody else does, even if it's on them or I, the exact same. His hands-on work combined with the gym work, which, you see measurable progress immediately. My forward bend improved in 3 weeks. My back bend was almost normal within a month. And then we just kept going until we hit an exponential rate of progress. And yeah, once you get there, you're golden. It doesn't happen overnight, and I don't know if I can speak for everybody, but I definitely felt like I hit an exponential point where my progress just exploded. And that's where I am today. don't even know where to start with that. But like, without being too cliche, I got my entire life back. You know, I'm in the gym doing exactly what I want to do. I can stand up, I can sit up, I can roll over in bed, I can go hiking, I can go skiing. I could go on forever. I've gotten my life back. That sounds so cliche, but frankly, it's the truth. Like, having no mobility as a 27, 28-year-old last summer was crippling physically and mentally. And, you know, I've gotten my mental health back. I've gotten peace of mind, like hope for the future, you know. I have everything, honestly. When I came in, I had like no hip hinging ability at all. I was deadlifting with a broom, and that was all I could do. I couldn't even at first, actually. And 3 days ago, I hit a post-injury deadlift PR of 200 pounds. If you had told me that a year ago when I was a potato on the floor, that I'd be deadlifting 200 pounds within a year, I would have called you a liar. Like, I just don't believe it. But, you know, here I am. That and being able to sit with no pain. Those are my two biggest achievements. Said, just a lot of people out there think there's no options left, and I was one of those people. And there is hope out there. As crazy as it might sound, if you've experienced a majority or even just the recent part of your life in pain, there are ways around it, and there are ways that build upon each other and keep you safe and keep you making progress in the right direction.